Hi folks, my name's Dave Woodard and I want to apologize. I had brain damage in 2015. So a lot of the things that I've said lately have been upsetting to a lot of people. So I believe that I solved Forrest Fenn's treasure hunt. Now, that may sound crazy. Everybody thinks I'm crazy. I might be a little bit, but the truth is, folks, I really did solve that treasure hunt. And I'm here to apologize for things that I've said. I have a Justice League, Avengers Justice League team that I've created for justice for this treasure hunt. And I've fallen away from that. Now, what I've realized is because of my brain damage, there's like 50 shades of Daves that come out in my videos. And the real Dave, me, I'm back. Okay? And I'm the guy that wants to apologize. So all of my other videos, there's times I don't like myself or who I was. So while I'm my regular guy right now, the regular Dave, I need to explain a few things about why. Now, because I solved that treasure hunt, Shiloh Old is the one that stole the treasure chest. I've already proven that. I've already proven that I solved Forrest Fenn's treasure hunt. The reason why I got so angry is because Shiloh Old, this is a brilliant scheme to prevent me from gaining credibility. So he created this whole group of vloggers, regular folks, regular people who were just searchers that ended up taking money to discredit anyone else. And it was called Chase Inc. If all of the vloggers that got paid by Chase Inc., I have to apologize to you too. But that Chase Inc. was created to create discord and confusion in the Forrest Fenn community of people who wanted to understand Forrest Fenn's actual true solve. So they were paid to piss me off. And they did. It worked. You guys did it. It worked. I was so angry many times. I was frustrated other times. A lot of different Daves came out in my videos. Happy Dave, angry Dave. But the situation came down to, I solved it. You guys pissed me off, but you guys were misled by Shiloh Old. When you've actually, all of those vloggers actually created and have committed conspiracy to commit fraud. By signing that NDA that said, hey, let's get paid by Chase Inc. and we won't talk about Dave, but we'll discredit him, we'll send messages, whatever. It worked. You guys did it. So, but now, because I'm the guy that solved Forrest Fenn's treasure hunt, and I've actually contacted the attorney generals in New Mexico and Wyoming, Pam Chavez and Aaron Wiseman in Wyoming, the attorney general's office. So I know that they have to investigate this now. I was actually going to call, tomorrow morning, I was going to call the governors to New Mexico and Wyoming. And I don't need to, folks. I need to apologize because they're going to do their job. I already understand that. And I was angry. So Pam, Lisa, and Aaron, please forgive me for being so brash. But I was so angry. So I apologize to both of you. I know you're going to do your jobs. I just have to apologize to all the vloggers and let them know. This is where Dave Woodard becomes a superhero. And all of you, all of the vloggers that have picked on me, I don't want to be your enemy. I'm not your enemy. We should be working together. So what I'm going to offer right now, and it's going out basically to all of the vloggers that got paid by Chase Inc. Because the regular vloggers that had to solve and they put it up, they're pretty much gone. They know there's a lot of crap that's gone on, and this community has turned to crap. And I'm at fault for that with a lot of the other vloggers bickering back and forth. We don't need to do that anymore. That's history. So what I'm offering, the vloggers that have gotten paid by Chase Inc., here's your chance. I forgive you. I forgive you for what you've done because you didn't know that there was fraud behind it. So signing that NDA is pretty much a death sentence of accepting conspiracy to commit fraud. Now, the first one I want to send this out to, and an apology, is Sasha Johnson. She knew way back when, in 2019, before Shiloh went and got the treasure chest, behind my back and behind Forrest Fenn's back. Forrest Fenn was already giving out. July 2019, I found the actual grave marker, the cross. Forrest Fenn's secret, folks. Forrest Fenn's secret was the grave marker from Vietnam, the dedication to superheroes. So that's already been established. I'm not worried about that. What I'm worried about is I've come at these people because they've committed fraud with Shiloh. But I shouldn't be doing that. I should be reaching out to help them because they've been tricked. So I don't care that Sasha Johnson signed an NDA. Sasha and Jason collected money from Shiloh to keep quiet about what happened. I don't care about that. That's not my concern. My concern is I apologize to Sasha and Jason of how this went down. Because, again, I had a group of Chase Inc. vloggers that were attacking me and trying to discredit me and piss me off. And they did. So I get angry at regular folks who were in the chase, but they get sidetracked. And I don't blame them. If somebody's going to throw me $100,000 or $250,000 when I don't know the whole story and just sign an NDA that you're not going to talk about it, that's understandable, folks. That's why they get caught up in this whole ordeal. So I forgive them. I'm not taking them to court. I'm not threatening you anymore. I'm going to become the superhero. And so are you. So Forrest Fenn based this whole treasure hunt around comic books, Superman, and all superheroes and villains. So I've been saying they are villains. They're not. They're superheroes that got caught up on the wrong side. Now it's time to switch over to the right side, to the side that protects Forrest Fenn's legacy, to the side that helps the actual solver get the information out there. So please accept my apology, Sasha and Jason. Greg Allen from Greg's Brutal Truth. I was upset in my last video that you screwed me. And you got paid to screw me. So I forgive you. You are Cord. Greg Allen is Cord. Shy Guy, Frank Beer, is Professor X. You're all superheroes in this story. And I'm not going to press charges against any of you. My beef right along has been with Shiloh Old. Now, everybody knows that. And I've called a lot of people out. And I feel bad about that because I realized last night I ended up hurting somebody that I really love. And I didn't mean to do it. But I know in a roundabout way, they forgive me. But the situation came about where all day long yesterday I was going to see my grandkids and my daughter and my son-in-law. But he was out. He was working. And he was on his way home. But when I got there, I had a Halloween mask and a suit that I wanted to scare the kids. And all of them, actually, except the young ones. I wanted the young ones taken out so they didn't, into another room so they didn't get scared. And this is my costume. That's some pretty scary shit, huh? Thank you, folks. So that costume's pretty scary. And in my head, I was waiting for him to come home. I was helping my daughter close her pool up. But I wanted to scare everybody. I wanted it to be epic. And at a certain point during the night, after I helped close the pool, it was getting too dark, where I was like, oh my God, I really got to get this done to scare the kids outside playing before they come back in. So I put the costume on, not thinking that my son-in-law is on his way home. He's not home yet. And I feel like an asshole that I didn't wait. And that's what let me know. Last night while I was lying in bed, I was thinking about the day. And I was thinking, oh my God, I knew that he was on his way home. But in my head, I was thinking, I got to hurry up and do it before the kids come in. So I ended up scaring the kids that he would have loved to see and film, because he would have been, this is going to be epic. And that's what he does. He's a great father. And when I left a little while later, I knew we weren't staying really long, but when I left a little while later, they were all back outside and he was playing with them on the swing sets and trampoline with a flashlight. They were having fun outside like kids are supposed to do. And that's what got into my head, that I did something epic that he would have filmed and he would have put on his Instagram that he would have loved to see. And I didn't wait. And as a father, I'm like, I just kind of cut him out of him enjoying that and seeing the kids laugh and scream and run. And because I came through the woods with that costume, and I was howling pretty good. And they were like, they knew that it was a costume, but they were like, we don't know who this is, because I had them tricked because of the timing. If their dad came home, maybe things wouldn't have worked out, but I could have sent them back out to like play outside again. But they did that anyways. So he's a great father. They take them everywhere to do different things. So I left them out of that, and I feel bad, and I apologize for that. But that's what got me thinking. I did something to hurt somebody. On my videos, I've hurt a lot of people. And I want to apologize to a lot of people, because those people in the treasure hunt chase, they were lied to. They got caught up in a situation that created fraud. And I've called them out on it. And I just wanted people to step up and take responsibility for what they did. But they signed NDAs. They can't. So in my heart, last night, I was like, you know what? I forgive them for what they've done to me. And that's the start of me healing and me being the hero that Forrest Fenn would have wanted. Because Forrest Fenn was all about heroes. And I've not been a good hero leader to my team because of what I've done, what I've said. And that's angry Dave. That's frustrated Dave. The 50 Shades of Daves. I tell you right now, folks, the brain damage, my concept on things is a little bit different. But I can tell you right now, I solved that treasure hunt, and I wanted the information out because I got screwed, and Forrest Fenn got screwed. So that's basically why you saw Angry Dave, the Hulk, mad. But I want to be the good Hulk. I don't want to be the bad Hulk. And I want to be the good Superman. I don't want to be the bad Superman. Like Milkman, man. Milkman's another Forrest Fenn had so many brilliant connections with Superman and different characters that he pulled in. It's awesome. When you see it all together, you'll understand that Forrest Fenn created this whole thing around comic books, comic book characters. It's beautiful. And you know what, folks? I don't even think I'm going to edit this because I want you to see the real me right now. That I edit a lot of my video because I might say things and stutter a little bit because of how many things in my mind that I want to get out and in a correct order. So no editing. You're going to get this video the way it is. So, but my heart goes out to all of the people that I've been cruel to on YouTube, on Facebook. And please accept my apology. This is the real Dave. All right, I'm back. And that's why I wanted to do this video. And I know just 3 days ago, I put out threatening everybody that I was going to take y'all to court. I don't want to do that. My beef is with Shiloh Old and Jack Stoof. And Cynthia Meacham knows. And I might even forgive Cynthia and Jack for falling into Shiloh's web of deception. Carl Summer, I might even forgive Carl Summer also for fraudulent stuff into court. But what I want, okay, me I'm apologizing to all of them except for Shiloh. Even Zoe, as a mother, she's trying to protect her son. And I understand that. And I get mad because nobody comes forward. But I understand it as a parent that she wants to protect her son. But this comes down to a point where the actual true solve is out, folks. The thrill of the chase is the way to find the title to the gold. The title to his book is the title to the scene in Superman, 1.61 Superman. It's about everyday superheroes. And that's what Forrest Fenn incorporated into his books. Everyday superheroes. That's the actual solve, folks. That tells you that you're looking for Lois and Clark. Lois and Clark Kent. And Clark Kent is on Forrest Fenn's secret grave marker. That right there, the homely girl is just a bonus from the epitaph from Vietnam for Forrest Fenn's cross that said, please smile at me and please think of me and smile at a homely girl. That right there, that homely girl is Esther. Aunt Esther and Clark Kent. Kent and Esther become Canasta. I've showed you in my videos how he joins them together. I've showed you the mirror dimensions, and Greg Allen has found many mirror dimensions clues in the books. So I'm not mad at any of them. Shy Guy, I know you have your own route you want to travel down, and if you still do, I still accept you in my group as a superhero. You're one of the ones who had a solve. You experienced the thrill of the chase. Forrest Fenn's thrill of the chase was chasing after Superman 1, that magazine. My thrill of the chase that I've never finally gotten is the Woof Woof doll from the Munsters. I've always wanted that doll, the original real Woof Woof doll, but I've never achieved that. That's the thrill of my chase. But I also enjoyed the thrill of the chase for the treasure hunt. And I am the one that solved this treasure hunt. So I let my team down. My team doesn't respond because they're like, Dave, you're an asshole. You used to be a good guy, and I still am, folks. And I did turn into an asshole because of what Shiloh Old created to discredit me. And I'm rising above that. I want to be the good Hulk. I want to be the good Superman. I want to be the good Doctor Strange. Like when I was thinking about going over to see my grandkids and my children last night, in my mind I went through 1,000 different scenarios of how it was going to play out to scare them, because I didn't want any of them to really know. But I blew it. I scared the kids, but I left out my son-in-law, who I love like a son. So it shifted something in me again, to come back to reality of treating people with respect. So the only guy I have a beef against is Shiloh Old for stealing that treasure chest Now, any of the other vloggers, Cynthia Meacham, Jack Stoof, Carl Summer, this is your opportunity. While you see Nice Dave here, I'm giving you the opportunity to call Lisa Chavez. I'm sorry, I keep thinking Pam, but Lisa Chavez at the Attorney General's office in New Mexico, in Santa Fe, okay? Or if you're up towards Wyoming, if you live in that direction, call Aaron Wiseman and explain to them you were duped and you want out of this situation, because the situation is Shiloh Old's going to go down for fraud and he has a ton of accomplices. And I'm trying to give you guys a way out right now, because I understand you got caught up with Shiloh's BS and the money. And this right here, folks, this right here, Kyle Lazar's and K-Pro are caught up in this conspiracy to commit fraud. I'm not mad at them. I am not. I know I got angry a lot of times because I wanted them to come clean. I wanted them to actually say, hey, there's another solve out there that makes complete sense. Shiloh, and call Shiloh out. But they never did. They never have called Shiloh out. They always say, oh, this is hypothetical. So they're caught up in the conspiracy to commit fraud. They can go down and get in trouble. So there's a lot of people that are in trouble right now. I'm throwing all of those people, every single one of them, except for Shiloh, a lifeline to call the Attorney General on Monday morning and say, hey, I got caught up in a situation, in a scam, in a fraudulent cover-up to Forrest Fenn's treasure hunt. And I want out. I want to admit what I did. Dave Woodard said, I have diplomatic immunity. That's what I'm giving all of you right now, diplomatic immunity. And don't get me wrong, there are vloggers out there that are assholes too. And they're just being assholes. They're not getting paid by Chase Inc. I forgive you guys too. You're just assholes. So everybody at some point is probably an asshole. We try not to be, but we are. So I forgive you. I forgive every single person out there that I've been cruel to, or I've been mean, or said something bad to. Because all of you right now can go down in history as heroes of Forrest Fenn's treasure hunt by coming clean and not getting in trouble for it. Shiloh's the guy that caused all of this. Shiloh's the one that has to take responsibility and say, I did it. I pulled these people in. I'm the guy at fault. Forrest asked me to check it on November 4th, 2019. And I went and checked it and I dug it up because of the excitement, because of the thrill of the chase. Shiloh saw that treasure chest and goes, oh my God, it's still here. I can just keep it. The guy never took it. He never wanted it. You know, Shiloh screwed up big time. But it's time to pay the piper. And I'm reaching out, I'm apologizing, and I'm asking for forgiveness. And I'm asking for the vloggers to become heroes with me. Frank is already Professor X from the X-Men. Or Professor X, I think it is. I don't even remember. I have so much else on my mind. And again, I said, I'll leave this in. I'll leave it in the way it is, because there's so many things that go on in my mind, my warped little mind, that I might forget or be off just a little bit on something. But the actual treasure hunt, it's amazing. And the things I found. And I want to give kudos to my second cousin out there, Avery, Super Avery. He's like a superhero, and he's created his own channel to have people watch and send him different things to try because he has autism. And my first cousins, they help him with this. So look up that channel and subscribe to it. Help him out. He's reaching out for something that's important to him. And he loves comic books. So he would fit right in as a superhero. And I'm calling him out as a superhero. And Forrest Fenn called out Ben Underwood as a superhero. And I found Ben Underwood in Forrest Fenn's stories, which is amazing. When you watch the videos, I don't need to put it here. You'll see it. You'll see that Forrest Fenn called out Ben Underwood, a real-life superhero. He incorporated probably hundreds of superheroes in his stories. And some of them are blatantly right there in your face. Renee, he called her a warrior. She's a hero. There's so many people that Forrest Fenn brought in his stories as heroes. And that's what I want to do. I want to bring in these people that are out there that did the treasure hunt. Brent John. I worked with Brent Young. Brent John is another hero in this story that he believes he solved it, but he knows in his heart, he's like, Dave, you've got the best solve I've ever seen out there. And he joined my team as Cyclops. And there's many others that have joined my team as heroes, but I've let them down. So please accept my apology. I'm not asshole Dave. There's a part of me that becomes asshole Dave when I'm pushed, and they push my right buttons. So again, please forgive me. Now my team, I want you to be proud of me. I've forgiven everybody. I've apologized to everybody except for Shiloh Old, the guy that stabbed me and Forrest Fenn in the back. And that needs accountability. So now he's the only one I'm calling out. And I may not even send him to jail for it. I just wanted to, I want to make things right. I want him to publicly announce what he did. And everybody else is eliminated from the fraud conspiracy cover-up. Okay, Shiloh, that's what you need to do. Because I'm not going to call the governor, but you're going to have the attorney generals on your ass that are going to know this is true. The whole story that I've come up with. And because of my brain damage, a lot of it has shifted to learning more. They said all along, oh, your story changes. Yes, it changes because I find more and more and more clues and beautiful connections that Forrest Fenn did. So I want to send this out to everybody that I've been mean to, and Shiloh Old. Shiloh, you're the one, you're the only one right now that has the opportunity to come clean and tell the world what you did and bring back my credibility and bring back Forrest Fenn's legacy. Because people think that I'm crazy, but they're going to know. They're going to know that I'm not crazy. Too much. They're going to know that I solved this treasure hunt. Absolutely. I have no doubt in my mind because I have the actual solve. The thrill of the chase. And Forrest Fenn said it multiple times. Now, folks, understanding that, when you go back and look at anything Forrest Fenn said or did, you'll understand how it connects with comic books or characters from superheroes. And he would have loved Maverick. Maverick Creek, that's why he brought in Maverick, but he also brought it in because of Maverick, the fighter pilot. And he would have loved the new Maverick movie, Top Gun. Or what, Maverick? I don't remember what it was. It was an awesome movie, the second one. So he would have loved that. And he wasn't here to see it. So there's so much that Forrest Fenn brought into his stories that I want the world to know what a war hero and an actual hero Forrest Fenn was. And Shiloh, that's what we're going to do. You and I are the only ones left. You and I, you need to acknowledge what Forrest Fenn built, what Forrest Fenn created over 15 years. And you know that, Shiloh. You didn't know it until you went to check on the treasure chest and made a mistake. You made a dumbass mistake for a grown-ass man, but you need to come clean on it now. And let's wipe this whole thing out. We don't even need to go to court. But the attorney generals, if you don't want to do that, Shiloh, we will go to court. I'm asking you as a man to man to come clean, make the public announcement so that we don't need to go to court. We discuss it with lawyers and what we're going to do about it, and bring back Forrest Fenn's legacy and my credibility as a law enforcement officer for 20 years, as a respectable man that solved this treasure hunt just as another solver. I was just like every other searcher, but I had the correct solve, which was Palisades Cell, Cimarron Canyon, New Mexico. And those pictures you have, Shiloh, they're going to prove that, and they're going to prove fraud. So the best thing that you could do right now, as soon as possible, is make the public announcement that you screwed up and you kept that treasure chest and you created this whole fiasco. Don't let it go to court, and just take the hit right now. And I'm going to leave it at that. I'm going to become Forrest Fenn's superhero. And every other searcher will be a superhero also. Your secret identity. Your superhero. Whatever you want to be. I have a bunch of people that I'm going to add. And my friends that haven't told me yet. Todd Quarterman. Bert and Linda Landry. They're going to give me their secret identity superheroes. I'm going to add them to my list. But this list is going to be huge. And Sasha Johnson, you can be a superhero. Just call the Attorney General and say, I was caught up. That NDA is null and void now because you were tricked. This is your chance to come forward to the Attorney Generals, and I believe yours is in Santa Fe. Talk to Lisa Chavez and say, Lisa, this is Sasha Dent. I screwed up. I signed an NDA to protect a fraudulent cover-up ending to Forrest Fenn's treasure hunt. And I want out. I want out. The ones that don't come out right now, you're still with Shiloh, and I understand that. But Shiloh's got to admit it. So whatever happens here, folks, it's all your own decision. All right? You all have the power to decide what your destiny is going to be. Because with great power comes great responsibility. And if this is your chance to be a superhero, Sasha, Toby Eunice, I've called you all out. Dale Neitzel, Cynthia Meacham. I know I've got angry with you because I know what you did. But I'm willing to forgive you. You need to come clean. And now's your chance. And Jack Stoof, you're the guy. You're the guy that's going to, that if this gets pushed into court because of Shiloh, you're the guy that's going to go down with him. And I don't want it. I don't want that. You got caught up in a stupid situation. You were a dingbat. You were a big dummy, as Red Fox would say. And folks, if you haven't seen Red Fox and Aunt Esther, like Sanford and Son, watch some of the videos about Aunt Esther. You will see that she is Forrest Fenn's creation of a homely girl. And he brought in Bella Abzug and bickered back and forth. But Bella Abzug's mother is Esther. The clues that he brought in, you will understand more and more and more if you really want the truth of what this treasure hunt, this $3 million treasure hunt that was put out to the public. If you want the answers and you want the truth, look into my videos. But forgive my assholeness throughout them. That's what you have to look beyond. All right, Dave's being... This is angry Dave. This is frustrated Dave. This is really, really angry Dave. Just forgive me for my different shades of Daves. All right? That's what I ask. But Shiloh, me and you, everybody else has a chance to jump out right now for free. This is your free get out of jail card for conspiracy to commit fraud because you all have joined in with Shiloh. So the ones that got paid by Chase Inc., jump ship and come down to reality and be a hero with Forrest Fenn and myself. Okay? I thank you all very much. My apologies to my son-in-law. I love you. I love you, man. I I was in one of my moods where I thought I had to get this done so quick. You could have sent the kids back outside. It was my bad move, but I apologize to you publicly, and I will personally too today when I go over there later to see you guys. So, folks, I am Dave Woodard. I am the solver of Forrest Fenn's treasure hunt. I am the man from back east, Gardner, Massachusetts, Fitchburg, Massachusetts now, originally from Leominster, Massachusetts, and I also lived in Templeton, Massachusetts. So I'm in this area in Westminster. I've lived all over here, but my hometown is Leominster, and they're the ones that I expect to jump in and back me up and say, "Hey, Dave, I want to be a superhero. You're nice, Dave. I want to join in with you." So my Leominster crew, my Leominster hometown, I hope you enjoyed this video and understood it, because I'm a regular guy that's a little off, but I'm still a good guy, no matter how bad I got from being angry, from being pushed. And my being a correction officer, when you get pushed, it's hard to keep your cool. And I didn't, because this is so huge of what an incredible thing that Forrest Fenn built to give to the public, to give the kids a chance to solve this by comic books. And when you see his responses, you'll understand. Forrest Fenn wanted a child to solve this. And I'm an adult child. I am. I'm still a kid at heart. I still sing. I don't want to grow up. I'm a Toys R Us kid. I have my mannerisms that I'm not proud of, but forgive me. Everybody out there, please forgive me and understand I'm not a bad guy. I'm really, this is where I turn into a superhero. And I can pick whatever superhero I want, because we're all basically pieces of different superheroes. So if you want 6 superheroes, if that's your secret identity, go for it. I'm happy to have you join my crew, my group, and understand that this is epic. This is the epic ending that we've been waiting for. My last video, I called them all out. This video, I forgive them. The 50 Shades of Daves let you know. So, thank you, folks. I appreciate you watching. Keep your chins up. This is all going to work out in the end, and everybody will have closure for this treasure hunt as soon as Shiloh Old admits what he did. And everybody's forgiven. I don't know what happened with Forrest. I'm upset over it, but there's probably a logical explanation. So that's what they're going to come up with. Let them come up with it. Shy Guy, just back off for a little bit for the death of Forrest Fenn. Let Shiloh Old and Carl Summer's going to give you advice, Shiloh. This is where you should probably listen. Way back when I said, talk to the adults. The adults tried to get you out of it. Now they're going to just tell you, take the hit and not go to jail, Shiloh. Not go to jail for fraud. This is your get out of jail free card too. I am the solver of Forrest Fenn's treasure hunt. And I thank everybody for watching my videos and putting up with me for 3 long years of investigation. So everybody have a great Halloween, safe weekend. Well, actually, the weekend's just about over, but have a safe Halloween. And again, I'm going to let this video fly the way it is. You see how I am. You'll see that I'm a little different. I'm a little off, but I'm still a good guy. So everybody, please stay safe. I will see you soon. And keep your eyes and ears open for a video from Shiloh Old. Thank you.
I had a lot to say.